Hello, this is Yaakov Kronenberg from Jerusalem, and tonight another class in a series of classes on Leo ascendant and the ruling planet, the Sun, in the different signs. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Sun in Virgo, another interesting combination. Here it's a little different. It's not the greatest combination because, again, there's no connection between Leo and Virgo. Virgo is the servant and Leo is the king. And so they don't always go together unless, they don't really have a connection between each other. So it can be a difficult combination. The Sun and Earth is okay. It's not the best and it's not the worst. It's peregrine. And when you have the Sun in Virgo with a Leo rising, then the Sun is going to fall usually in the second house, which is the house of money. So in this type of combination, the person is going to work for money. He uses Leo nature, he or she, they'll use their Leo nature, their natural exuberance, they want to be the center of attention. And they'll use and their kingly or queenly manner, they'll use that to make money, because they have the ruler there in the second house. And they'll try to, sometimes they'll sometimes they'll try to you see, a king needs money to be a king. And if you want to be a king, a really good king or a queen, you need money, because you need to buy you need money to do largesse to your to the people in the country. And so a good king will help the people. That sometimes can be signified with the Sun, say in Virgo, in the second house, that the king will want to do largesse to the servants, to his servants, which would be say one indication of having the ruler of 1 in 2 in this situation where the ruler is the Sun in Virgo. In any case, there's always going to be a desire for money with this combination because the ruler falls in the second house, and a lot of times the money can become through a Virgonian. Since their Sun is in Virgo, it could be that they'll try to make money in a Virgonian way. Virgos like to make, by serving, they tend to help people. Healthcare, they could government service, healthcare, things like that. Business people, Virgonian, sometimes agriculture. You'll see there with the Sun in Virgo. It's not a bad combination. At least for money, it's a good combination, I think. It's a little bit hard for the Leo to express itself in the sign of Virgo. And so it cools off a little bit that fiery nature of the Leo. But other than that, it's not so bad. I want to look tonight at a horoscope of a famous woman who had this combination. Her name was Ingrid Bergman. Very famous, again, movie star. A lot of the charts we have seem to be movie stars. For some reason, that's what you can find on the internet, charts of famous people with their exact birth times. There's a lot of them are movie stars. And she was a very famous movie star from Norway, I think, or somewhere in one of the Scandinavian countries. And she was very famous. She was the female lead in Casablanca, one of the all-time great films, and a very popular woman. And she had the chart in I don't know too much about her, but other than that, she was a very, very successful actress, and she had a turbulent marital career. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And in any case, we had the Leo rising. So after the Leo, you have to understand one fact. If you don't understand anything about a Leo except this, you're going to learn a lot about the Leo. The Leo cannot conceal things. The Leo is the sun. The sun brings everything to light. And so anybody's got a strong sun, they should be careful not to do things. They should know whatever they're going to do. They should take it into fact that whatever they do, it's going to become public. Right? They can't hide secrets. They can't conceal things. And so anybody who's got a strong Leo, before they, go rob a bank or do anything, that could get them in big trouble, they should think to themselves, wow, this is going to get revealed, And so that's the Leo. The Leo can't hold anything secret. So we're going to talk about her in a little while. But in any case, she has, again, this is a famous, we've been talking a lot about, actors, that they're very powerful first houses, and she's another one with 3 planets in the first house. Right there, she's got the Venus, the Sun, and Mercury all in the first house, strong. Got Uranus in the 7th house, close to the 7th house cusp. 4 planets acting on the first house. Very, very powerful. Wants to be seen. Wants to be noticed. Wants to be important. At an early age, she got into modeling and stuff like that because she wanted to. She liked to be looked at. She wanted to be the center of attention. That's the Leo. And in her charts, even though she's got the sun there in Virgo, which is not such a sensuous type of sign, but she has it conjunct Venus. So that's going to, already when you have Venus conjunct your ruling planet, it's going to make you very, very beautiful. It's going to add, she has the Venus on the ascendant. I mean, the ascendant is the person himself, herself, the physical body. And so when Venus is there, it means the person is going to be very attractive. And especially when it's also conjunct the ruling planet, so it's going to add beauty. And it's going to add charm and grace and sensuality, all sorts of things like that. And when it's going to be in conjunct the ruling planet, the sun brings fame. So she's going to be famous for her beauty and for her, right? And you see it says the sun is actually surrounded on both sides by good planets, by the Venus on one side and Mercury on the other. So the ruling planet is what's called being walled in by benefics, which is a very, very good state in astrology, where when you have a major planet being supported on both sides by benefics, it brings a person benefics, because you see how Mercury is in honor in Virgo, and Venus is there. Even though Venus is in fall in Virgo, eventually it's going to get taken over by the Mercury, and the Sun also. So in any case, those three, it brings acting, artistic ability, that combination of Venus, Sun, Mercury. Mercury is knowledge, the mind. She had a good mind, knowledge, and Venus is the artistic ability, and the Sun is the self-projection, self-importance, and all 3 of them together made a very, very splendid actress. If you think for a second, she had very, very difficult 11th house. So we just take a quick look. Even though it's not connected to the ruling planet here, she had 3 malefics in the 11th house. The Sun, Mars, and Pluto, all the heavy malefics, and the Saturn and Mars are both in detriment, and that's connected relationships in her chart, opposite the 5th house, and she had a notorious scandal where she was married to a neurosurgeon, very successful man, and she was caught having an affair with a famous film director while she was still married, and with her husband, and it was a big scandal in America back then. And so again, the Leo should always be careful not to let things, always take into consideration that they could get caught. And I thank everybody for listening.